Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This video will be all about my Las Vegas trip that Niall and I, my 2-year-old son, took a couple of weeks ago. So back in June, late June, early July. Stay tuned. This was pretty much like a food tour of Vegas because honestly, all we did was eat this entire trip. So we flew to Vegas, Niall and I, and this was actually the first time that I let him walk through the airport instead of pushing him in his stroller. Look who's big enough to walk on their own now and not have to be in his stroller, which I have right here. Niall, you're such a big boy. You want to hold it? Okay. Stroller. I got all of our things to fit in this hand luggage. I don't know how. And his little backpack with his iPad, hand sanitizer, a couple of snacks, and what else? That's it. I always bring the GB pocket stroller. Of course, you guys already know that. That's my go-to ride or die stroller. But I think he did a really good job. And I did this for 2 reasons. I wanted him to get used to navigating spaces on his own with me or his dad nearby. And number 2, I wanted to get him tired. I wanted to tire him out before the flight pretty much because I wanted him to take a nap during one of our flights at least. Oh, and by the way, don't mind his hair. I just washed it and we are on our way to Vegas to see his grandmother so she could braid his hair because you know I can't braid. If you guys have any how-to braid hair videos or tutorials, please leave it in the comment section below because I could definitely use it. And my black card, I know, is probably revoked for that one. So we finally got on our flight and here's Niall relaxing in his Aircot, which was an amazing purchase. I still love it. He's watching Mickey's Roadster Racers. I think it's on Disney Plus. But yeah, the Aircot is still perfect, still catches all of his toys when he drops them, still catches his snacks when he drops them, and still makes it a little more comfortable for him when he's napping. So here's a huge bag of trail mix that I brought with us on the flight. I was determined not to purchase any food at the airport during this trip. So the trail mix comprises of M&Ms, cashews, pretzels, and these orange infused cranberries that I got from Trader Joe's, which taste so yummy. The only thing I did buy at the airport was a sparkling water for us to drink, and I also brought a few of Niall's apple sauces as a snack in his bag. So here we are watching our favorite shows on the flight. Niall ends up falling asleep a little after takeoff. So when we got to our connection in Austin, I had to wake him up, put him in his stroller, and run to our next gate. So on the plane, I almost always give him the window seat because he loves looking out the window. This is just one of the sacrifices that you will make as a mom because I love getting the window seat. So when we finally arrived, we pretty much knocked out because we were so tired, and just adjusting to the new time difference, we would now be 3 hours behind our usual time. So we just went to sleep. And here's the next day. You can see my mom finally braided Niall's hair and he's finally looking like somebody's child. Say hi guys, we're all ready. All right, so this gimbal, I got a new gimbal to help me with video stabilization. Let me know what y'all think because I don't know anything about this. I'm a fake YouTuber, so. I know. So like I said, this was pretty much a food tour. The first place we ate at was this amazing French restaurant. It was my sister's choice and she chose well. Okay, so it took us forever to find this place, but we're finally here. And we really like it. We got some sampler, wine, what is it? It was spritzer. It was really good. It has mint and like a tangerine peel in it. I liked it. The food was great and so was the summer spritzer champagne that they gave us. It was so good. And I must say that the staff at this restaurant was so accommodating, which can be such a relief when you're eating out, you're going to a restaurant with kids. They did things like bring his appetizers out earlier than everyone else's just because they knew that, you know, kids are a little more restless. Gave him something to do, gave him something to eat while we were waiting for our food. They brought him his beverages. Honestly, I couldn't be more happier with the service at this restaurant. They were amazing and I would definitely go back. The food was so good. Like I said, I probably said that already, but it was so good. I'm gonna let me know what you think. Does it look good? Because it surely tasted good. Now, I'm sure I do not need to repeat how hot it was in Vegas. I think this day it was about 110 degrees. What were we doing outside? I don't know. It's so hot here. We're taking some photos outside in front of this photo wall. It's so cute. But when I tell you it's hot, like I haven't felt heat like this in a long time. Since Dubai probably. But it's like 103 degrees the last time I checked. Charlotte is nowhere near this. Charlotte is a nice, cool 70s, maybe 80s right now. It's too hot. Niall, you hot? Niall, put back the people orange. Put the orange back. Okay, so Auntie Sandra went to go heat up. See, I'm so used to like New York, you have to heat up your car. Anyway, Auntie Sandra went to go cool down the car before we go in there. Burning up. Look at this. Okay, I'm ready. Sun is on 1,000. Anyway, next we went to the pool just to cool down a bit. We're not even in the sun. That is the funny thing.
The air is just hot.
It's literally like the sun just keeps blowing its nasty hot breath all over the state of Nevada. Like the sun just keeps saying words with the letter H all the time. I'm tired of it. It's hot. I'm glad that they had a pool on site because Niall loves pools. We had so much fun. Now that night we went to Koji Korean barbecue and seafood hot pot. This restaurant was hands down my favorite. I cannot recommend this place enough. The food was amazing. They literally had something for everyone in our party and the staff was so accommodating. Again, these people were so nice, taking care of Niall and his food orders first, making sure that he was okay and then tending to us. I was so happy and just relieved and grateful for that type of service. So this place was a little bit different. So I'm used to hibachi and Korean barbecue places where they cook the food for you at your table. This place was one where we had to cook the food ourselves. So that was a completely new experience. Thank God everything turned out great. The food was amazing. Like I said, definitely highly recommended. So I had to put my hair up because it got real in here. Niall is knocked out. And we tried, but we couldn't finish everything. We really tried though. It was a lot, yeah. So here it's so funny to me that we really have to like wait outside of the car for it to cool down. Kind of like winters in New York where you have to wait inside while the car warms up. It's literally the complete opposite. But can I just say one more time how hot it was in Vegas? Like, it was burning up. We have to turn the car on and let it cool down before we get inside because it's so hot. And it reminds me of New York when we have to turn the car on to let it warm up because it's so cold. Like, it's so funny. Why isn't this getting curly? It's not like I straighten my hair. So we loved walking and driving down the strip, seeing the famous Eiffel Tower, the pyramids, and all of the, you know, world famous hotels, Caesar's Palace, Mandalay Bay. My son actually enjoyed it the most at night, and it's probably because of the lights and just, you know, the commotion, the people, everything just out there. It was actually not bad. And typically people don't think of Vegas as like a spot for kids, but I always feel like if kids live there, kids can visit there. Now, as of lately, Niall has been really into dinosaurs and sharks. So here we are at the shark reef. I thought this would be a great idea to entertain him. He's, like I said, he's fascinated with sharks, and this place definitely piqued his interest. So this place did a good job at limiting the amount of people that were allowed in all at once. I must say, we had to book our tickets ahead of time, which was good. And we definitely kept our distance between us and other people who were walking around in the exhibit with us. So first we saw some alligators, which were pretty eventful because they weren't moving. I think they were probably sun drunk from the heat. They were tired. They were not moving at all. We also saw a fish, which my son was able to identify. You see the fish? Yeah. They're big, right? They're so big. Wow.
Look at the ones laying down there.
Oh, those are the stingrays.
Yeah.
I swam with them.
You did?
Yeah. Yes, these are piranhas, right? Yeah, these are the ones that bite now. They bite. I'm gonna give you like a parenting moment right now. So with kids, you just have to keep repeating things to them over and over and over. Things that you want them to learn. So colors, letters, animals, numbers, ABCs, everything. Just keep repeating it to them over and over. In the moment, it may not seem like they're grasping it, but you will be shocked at when they decide to regurgitate that information to you. You will feel so proud and you will know that your efforts have not gone to waste. Trust me, they're absorbing the information even though it may not seem like they are. So just keep doing what you're doing. You guys are great parents. I know we all need the motivation sometimes, so this is yours right now in case you needed to hear it. And of course, we saw the sharks. I really love this tunnel that we went through. It was so cool to pretty much be surrounded by the water and the aquatics. But eventually we got to a section that my son did not like. He was pretty much screaming throughout this entire part, and I think it was because it got dark. So we were in a lighter section, and as it progressively got darker, he got more uncomfortable as we went through. And this was the jellyfish section, which he did not like. He did not like looking at the jellyfish, and I'm telling you, I think it's because it was dark. It was also the section with the octopus and the starfish, which I was excited for him to see, but he wasn't feeling it, so we just kept it moving. We also took the cheesy vacation photos, which I liked. I feel like they came out great. Let me know what you think. The next day we went to eat again at this restaurant called the Golden Pot, which was another make your own food type of restaurant. We each had our own pots, which we made ramen in. It turned out amazing. The food was great. The service was great. And we had some sake, which was actually pretty good as well. So here I'm just breaking up the veggies to put in my pots. Oh, and I've gotten questions about my watch band on Instagram. I purchased it from this guy who actually takes used luxury bags, cuts them up, and makes these watches. I'll leave a link to where you can purchase one in the description box below. I have two and I love them so far. They are pretty sturdy. They haven't been like peeling or anything like that. Probably because he uses the actual bags, like the quality items, to make them. Anyway, now it's time to add the ramen. And now it's time to add the meat. Who didn't put their noodles in yet?
Everybody did, yeah.
Oh, so then we have extra.
Yeah.
And of course, Niall had noodles to eat. You can never go wrong with kids and their noodles. It's so easy for them to eat. And here is the finished product of our labor. The food turned out amazing. And here's a shot for all of our hard work. It was well deserved. And here's my mom trying to hide behind Michaela while we were taking our shot. Later on that night, we went to the gelato bar for dessert, and it was so good. I got the charcoal vanilla ice cream on top of a waffle and a whole bunch of goodness. I loved it. So the next day, which was my last day, we decided to visit the most Instagrammable cafe called Lola Cafe. The cafe was beautiful. I liked their pink aesthetic. There were balloons and flowers all over the place. So let me tell you a little story about what happened here. So I was on the line waiting to place an order, and a man was standing behind me. So he asked me to hold his spot for him while he went to the restroom. Of course I said yes. That's not hard work. He came out of the restroom and I was ordering my food for the entire table. So I placed an order for all of us and I was getting ready to pay for it. And he said, no, I got this. Thank you so much for holding my spot in line. I'll cover your tab. Why are the people here so nice? Like I was not expecting that. I was so happy. I was fully prepared to pay for our meal, but I feel like that was just the cherry on top of an already amazing trip. So I ordered this cute cotton candy champagne drink. It was pretty and delicious. We also got this cute sandwich tower. I think there was like an egg sandwich. There was lox on it. I enjoyed all of them. We actually ended up taking some home. The donuts were pretty good. And I got the cutest shark lemonade iced tea for Nile. It was blue, and then when you poured the lemonade in, or the lemon juice, it turned into this purplish color. Loved it, so cute. And it also had these gummy sharks in it, which of course he devoured. Also, they served us hibiscus tea, which was pretty yummy and refreshing. And of course, we had to take some cute photos. So I took one here with this bike, and then at the photo booth, and of course in front of this cute photo wall saying whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And then of course we had to make a Target run. So we're in Target. I had to make a Target run on vacation, and let me tell you why. When I travel, I don't pack diapers with me. I only buy the diapers once I get to my destination, because number one, diapers take up too much space in your suitcase, and number two, if you're traveling to a place where children live, which is everywhere in the world, they sell children stuff like diapers. So yep, there you go. Buy diapers when you get to your destination. And lastly, we went to the Boiling Crab restaurant, which was the perfect ending to this trip. I love seafood. And speaking of seafood, if you are not already following Eat Spicy with T, please go over to that YouTube channel and follow her for the most amazing seafood mukbangs, recipes, food. She's my best friend, but also she is killing it with her seafood mukbangs. I binge her videos all the time. So now we're at the airport, and I just want to make a quick note that traveling with kids through the Las Vegas International McCarran Airport is one of the most difficult tasks ever, and this is why. When you're going to your gate, you're greeted with a whole bunch of slot machines and like gambling machines and whatever. Now, Nile thought that these were arcade games and toys because of the lights and the noise. It was so hard trying to get him to not jump on one of them. He really thought that they were toys. Also, we did get to check out the Priority Pass lounge at this airport, which wasn't too bad. We sat and ate for a little while. We relaxed and we got to use the restrooms. Also, Nile spent a little time on his rainbow scratch pad, just killing time before our flight. So that's it for the Vegas trip. We had so much fun, and I hope this video showed you that kids can go to Vegas too and have fun. If you have ever been to Vegas with your kids, please let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing what you guys have to say. If you have any suggestions for me for travel destinations with my son, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for sticking with me through another video. Please, on your way out, give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, if you were entertained, if you liked it, and please feel free, don't be shy, hit that subscribe button and join my growing community of travelers, mom travelers, dad travelers, family travelers, solo travelers, female, black travelers. Like, we can do it all here on this channel. Anyway, thank you so much once again. Stay safe out there, guys. Bye. Also, they served us hibiscus tea, which was pretty yummin'.